There, guys and gals, we're back at it again with the old SN66 project, I'm calling it. And tonight we're replacing the springs, the coil springs. Main reason, it's not because they're old, it's because these are V8 springs, and the ones that entered are not. So I don't remember where I got these. I think I got them off Evil Bang, I think. I'm pretty sure I did. But I got, you know, the bushings up top, the swivel things that go in the rocker, or the top of the control arm. The only thing I'm really missing is this outer shell here that you can't see because dang it, dim lights. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to use the cheap little spring compressor that you probably bought. Just come on, Mike, work with it. Dang it, I have just, it's going to be fine. So anyway, if you are like me, you went to your local O'Reilly's and bought one of these things. Upon getting it home and fitting it down in here, because you got to thread it through the top, you realized that you ran out of, you know, you was tightening, and the shaft here starts hitting the A-frame, right? Yep. So I took a whole bunch of big, thick nuts and I ground them round, and I ground them down. That way, so these arms right here will somewhat clear it. I'll show you and it'll make more sense, okay? But thread it in from the top and get it as far down as you can. I'll show you once I get it set up, all right? So after, you know, 5 minutes or 10 or however long it took, what we did is we come down to this lowest part we could get on the spring and the highest part that we could get on the spring. If you, yep, there it goes. So now what we're going to do is take our air gun, hammer her down, okay? And we're going to do that from the top side, which you probably can't see. Yeah, you can. Okay. So this one's a 3/4 inch right here. We're just going to tighten it, and it's going to pull that spring super tight, and then we should be able to get him out of there. All right. Let's just, this is going to be noisy. So, you know, I'm going to give you guys a few seconds, then I'll show you what it looks like. Compressed enough, hopefully, and we'll pull it right out of there. Okay, so here is the spring compressed, pretty good. And this is the reason why I have the spacers on it. This bolt in the center is now pushing down on this pedestal. So luckily, as you can tell, you can just take a pry bar. I just didn't want it pressed down on that all the way, and I wanted to make sure the spring was out and compressed enough. Then take your that off of there. Come on. Now don't pry against your spring compressor. That's not a good idea. That could have been bad. Thank God it wasn't. Now, you can do you, I'm gonna do me, and I'm taking the tension off of this spring. And if you've ever messed with the coil springs, you know why. And I just tightened it. Okay. So we're going to compare these two springs as well. I read that they were different, and it looks like they're different. The spring compressor is also really easy to get out after that. Anyway, it looks like the V8 ones are actually thicker than these from where I'm sitting. I mean, I don't know what you guys can see and what you can't, but to me it looks like there's definitely a thickness difference. And that's really about it, is the thickness of the actual spring. I mean, it's close, don't get me wrong, but there's an absolute thickness difference. These are spray painted, these aftermarket ones, with a white on top here. Now, it doesn't say this in the directions, but I'm going by what these springs look like. This is the bottom, that's the bottom. This is the top, that's the top. You see how this is pretty much flat, and this is definitely not. That's why I'm making that kind of judgment on this. Also, I'm replacing these things as well. Why? Because it's there and they have rubber bushings. I just don't see that being something to just leave. I don't like issues down the road. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace these perches and this control arm pivoter type thing, you know, that the bushings, and because the ones I was supposed to have gotten this other front end kit is supposed to have these with grease zerks on them, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and pull this off, replace these, and replace that. Hopefully it goes smooth. Did I curse it? Oh man, I hope not. Anyway, we'll be back here in a few minutes after we get that done and make it look pretty, okay? Okay, guys and gals, full discretion, this took like 12 times longer than what it should have, because I replaced the upper ball joint, which, if this is factory original, which this one was, you have to grind out the original rivets. So I did that. Now I replaced that fella there, and then I just had a heck of a time with this spring, and I still can't get it to set just right. So I think what I'm gonna do is, once I get all of this wrapped up, we're going to bounce the car, and hopefully it just like stays in there with magic. But it does sit back there. It's just pretty sure it's cheap parts. It is what it is. That perch will come up whenever it gets on the ground and make it go into place. So I'm not really that worried about it. I was going to show you guys, I'm planning 3 different episodes for this. That's the reason why I already have ball joints. And I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but there's a disc brake there. And I don't know if you guys saw it on the machine, but there's 5 lug Cobra R wheels there. I'm just saying, today, tonight, spring, tomorrow, disc conversion. Next, after all this fun stuff, we're going to put the brand new suspension under it. So, you know, that's the game plan at least. So I got to get 3 episodes. I'm trying to stretch them out because I kind of spent, you know, some parts aren't on Black Friday shopping sale price stuff. Yeah, they didn't go on sale like I thought they would. I did get, you know, cheaper parts. I think the springs with the perches, and I think they were $150 or something, which is pretty good. I mean, it ain't super cheap, but it's not, you know, not horrible. The disc brake conversion, we have around 500 in, and the front suspension we got 400 in. Now at the end of this build of this car, we're actually going to break down every single thing that we put in it. And the reason why is I like doing cars on a budget as much as I can. I'm hoping this one is less than $7,000. Completely done. Paint, motor, transmission. Sorry, I didn't turn my TV off. You know, Sometimes I need something to keep me awake whenever I'm over there destroying stuff. So, but we got our rear end out of the Mustang. We got our 4-wheel disc brakes. We got our SN95 booster, master cylinder, proportion valve. We got our factory shifter. Yes, I even took the horns. And the factory brake pedal. Because I know I can make all this stuff work. So we even took the factory gas pedal because it has the linkage and all that. And we're trying to save as much money as we can. So why not use stuff that we already know works together? Kind of makes sense to me. Anyway, guys and gals, hopefully this was, you know, pretty informative for you. Let me just tell you this. The Amazon or the Harbor, what kind of spring pressure did you get? Oh, O'Reilly's one. That sucker is, with these new springs, the fresh paint, I'm telling you, you're going to feel like it's unsafe. And it may be. Just don't look directly in the barrel, you know what I mean? And you'll be fine. But hammer it away, get your projects done, right? I'm gonna call tonight because I gotta work in the morning. And morning is, yep, it's already here, so. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on Right Turn Garage TV. It's only going to get better, all right? We'll see you guys next time.